Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Studio Gallery with an 18 by 24 inch canvas with a small layer of Meeden white paint on it. And I have been wanting to do some yellow and gray for a while. And I'm not sure how to start, so I'm going to do what I always say is just start. That was a yellow that sold. I couldn't begin to tell you what it was. This is a golden hour from Arteza. That does not belong. Whatever it is, I'm going to cover it up. So my yellow is most likely a modern, it's a Master's Touch from Hobby Lobby. Or a Sargent. And I'm going to give myself the pleasure of putting the yellow down first, basically because I'm going to be using silver as gray for the most part. And if I put the gray down first, the yellow will probably more than likely become green. Chances are good. I may throw a little bit of orange in this in the end. I may throw a little bit of blue and purple in also at the end. But for right now, I'm going to use a combination, of a swipe card to apply things and some other cards, some other tools. I would like enough color in any given location to cover an area of the canvas. I'm not looking for geometrics. I am looking for my canvas to not be turning while I'm trying to do this. I do have, like I said, a slightly moist canvas. Stop turning already. Thank you. It doesn't matter if I have weird textures, because that's part of the process for me, for the abstract expressionist experience, shall we call it. And if I overdose myself with yellow, I'm not going to worry about it. I could always stop and let it dry and come back tomorrow. So that's an option. And I will just keep picking up colors as I go, whatever I'm feeling like. Who knows, it might wind up being yellow and orange instead of yellow and gray, although I definitely have the gray ready. I mixed a little bit of black with some white, as you would imagine. I'm going to put my leftover paint from my card. I even painted the edges of this canvas. I don't mind having a little bit of leftover residual color from the previous pass. That makes it work even better as far as I'm concerned, because I don't need straight colors. Don't need a bubble though. I'm not going to mind if the white dries behind, because that will help me not mix my grays too far. Now I really want to try some orange, because I can. That's actually fiery red from Arteza. I don't think a little bit of anything anywhere is going to hurt, but it's almost time to get started with the gray. And I'd really like to leave myself a few spaces that don't have yellow in them. I'm going to clean off my card on my edge. Get rid of whatever that is. Come here thing that does not belong. And wipe off my card. Now I've got some gray, like I said, that I mixed up. It's not very dark, but I have other grays that are all metallic. The space gray is from Arteza. This may not take very long. I do love yellow and gray together. And I am going to grab some of this space gray and see how I like it. I may also put a little bit of Anita's white metallic in at the same time, just to mute it a little tiny bit, change up the texture of the result, if that makes any sense. Now, I didn't use a different card yet, and I kind of want to use a different card now, so I'm just going to do that. There's my first sign of green, so I'm going to be careful. I think I'm going to dip that card right in there to my little paint pot. Just keep pulling. I'm not going to mind if there's white behind, because that was part of the process. I expected to leave some white. And wherever I see paint that's stealable, I'm going to probably steal it. I do like the little bits of orange in there. I'm not minding having a little texture either. Basically just filling in space. While avoiding making green whenever possible. I kind of want to look at this from a different angle. The larger canvases are a little more gummy to work with. I didn't use a whole lot more silver. I'm really surprised how far it goes. I guess I shouldn't be. I haven't used an awful lot of silver in the paintings I've done. I definitely want some more. I want to try and see what the fiery red from Arteza, that's probably an iridescent. So far so good. I'm still thinking that I might like to have some of the blue and or the purple. I'm just not there yet. Here, there's a little green. I'm thinking a little something here. I'm going to try the purple. I'm going to go easy. It looks like it's a metallic too. So I'm going to grab a little bit of white metallic from Anita's again. And just keep stealing that color from right where it's at and using it as a residual on my card. Just in places. Attempting to wipe off the card. Go back. I'm thinking I want a little bit more of this color here, which I generally call Velveeta. It's just a yellow with a little bit of orange in it. If I use a very light touch, I can get away with adding some of it to the silver. Which reminds me, I'd like a little more silver. I don't know what this lighter silver color is going to look like. Probably not much different, honestly, is what I'm thinking anyway. Gosh, I could be done. Except for that thing I see in there that doesn't belong. Those are the wrong tweezers. They do not have a good tip on them, but they worked. Alright, so now I have to decide if I want anything else in there. And the truth is, I'd love to put some cells in there with the Amsterdam black, but that would change the whole concept of the picture pretty radically. So I think I'm just going to use my spatula and grab a little bit of color here and there and see what I can get away with. I still want to try some of the blue, and I think I'm just going to put it out on my little plate. Grab one of my little tools. You can find these tools. Let's find the tools that are actually the ones I want. You can find these tools when you put tools in the search box on my channel. Here's my favorite. My first one is the tiniest one. I'm not minding that at all. It's just, it's a simple concept. It's basically a pattern. Look good on clothing, maybe. I like the purple. I'm trying to decide if there's something else that I want that's more. And this lighter color is of interest to me. But the turquoise was also, excuse me, cobalt blue from Artist Loft. Let's see what that looks like. And I could always put down a little bit of, oh, that's really dark. But that adds some drama. It's important with these little tools that you have enough paint, because if you don't have enough paint you will be dragging. But you can also just use the tip too, which I kind of like right now, for leaving little tiny stamped footprints. Cool. I don't have enough of that black. That space black was, it was a lot to contend with, but I think some of it, a little bit of it, is not going to be a bad thing. Right at the moment I ought to take the blue off my little tool. So the whole idea of a composition is to have your eye move around inside and not want to wander off the canvas. So that's why people stand back once in a while, I imagine. I still want some more orange. Or I keep calling it orange, but it is the fiery red. Not sure if it's color shifting or not. Yeah, that's making me happy. Better and better. So I should tell you guys before I run out of time, because I've been just la-di-da, lollygagging along, that I have over 2,000, excuse me, I have over 93,000 subscribers on my channel. Or I did before YouTube did its subscriber renovation, so we'll see in a day or two what the reality is. Yeah, I like the purple too. I don't want to go too much further. I'm thinking more yellow would be okay, and maybe even some white. It's funny, you can sort of see the canvas texture, but I painted it. I think the white is next. The white is coming. And I'm going to put it right on top of the orange that's there already. I'm a little quiet. I'm not used to doing this kind of thing for audiences. And I might like to try it with a palette knife. I really want some blue. I mean, some Venetian blue from Modern Masters would be nice. It's very, very dominating though. I'm really a little more than a little trepidatious about using it. But it doesn't seem to matter since it's plugged anyway. I didn't check before I started. There's my tweezers, yay. The ones that work quickly, make short work of a tip clog. I do promise to buy nails, I just haven't done it. Nails to fit into the tip of my bottle would be great. I think I'm going to put this blue down in between the electric blue from Arteza and the cobalt blue from Artist Loft and just let them... Yep, that's great. That's exactly what I needed. Alright, I've got 2 minutes left to tell you guys that I do sell my artwork, and if you have an interest in making an inquiry, please use the email address that you'll find once you locate the link tree, that's the first blue link under the video, and click Show More underneath it. Whoops. That was supposed to be white. Oh well, never mind. I'm kind of liking what I'm getting anyway. That blue goes a long way. Reminds me of confetti. So thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate you guys supporting me and my channel and helping me survive. I really, really appreciate it. Which reminds me, I do a monthly drawing that supports the purchase of art supplies and the production of videos. And there are prizes. And those prizes can be seen and are included at the beginning of the exhibition video that I post on the end screen of every video. I'm thinking I've got a spot here that needs something. And I think that something is this. I'm going to wipe off my little tool first though. I'm not really unhappy with any of that. I did a red and pink one recently, which turned out to be something that made me happy, that I liked a lot. Alright, so you guys take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the wonderful comments that you leave me that keep my morale boosted. This looks like a stage 1 to me, but it might float my boat tomorrow. I might just decide to add more stuff. I could even add, you know, fluid art method and swipe some cells into this gig. Please share my videos if you are mine to. Watch them longer. Watching them longer is the biggest assistance of all. I have Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links all on the link tree, along with my Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group for students, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery fans and collectors for those of you shopping pixels.com, Fine Art America. And you'll be taken via Shop Now button to pixels.com and Fine Art America. Let's see what it looks like from up here. Looks pretty boring. Looks like a part 1. Okay, I guess we'll find out what's going on tomorrow when tomorrow comes. Teespring clothing, spring clothing, below the video. Will take you to a whole lot of clothing that you can't see unless you click on something there. My community board will show you tomorrow's video. And my playlists are all playlists, created playlists. You can find over 2,000 videos organized by the 100 in topic and genre. And they're all probably a little more interesting than this one was. If you have questions, please ask. If you're looking for my paint pouring recipe, it's underneath the video. When you click Show More, you'll find it and the cell activating recipe. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I do sell my artwork, and I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, privately, one-on-one. If you are interested in the purchase of an artwork, use the hashtag and the file number from the video title or the date the exhibition video was shown and the time you saw what you were after. And I can help you out if you contact me via email. I will see you guys anon. I love you much. Check out my 2 books.